So good morning, good morning, good morning. Real quick, title: Tomorrow is coming. So again, real quick, you know, normally I would say like, what would you say to your younger self? Or I might say, what do you think your future self would be saying to you now? So tomorrow is coming for most of us. No, not everyone, but for most of us, tomorrow is coming. So if you know that, what's the plan? And don't even take it far out. What would you say to yourself 2 years ago? What would you say to yourself 2 months ago? What if you knew that your grace period was up today? What if you knew you had to do something today? What if you knew you had to make a decision today? Like, how urgent is your desires? How urgent is your health? How urgent is your business? How urgent is your dream for you? You have to ask yourself the question, because it's not the same for us all. It's not the same for us all. But I will tell you that plans have a deadline. It has a start date and it has a deadline. So what's your plan? You know, we were talking about that clear vision, that 2020, but what's the plan? What do you see? How are you going to get there? What actions are you going to take? What are you going to implement? What are you going to change? Whether it's from the simplest things to the more difficult things. Whether it's your health, your relationships, whatever it is. Whether it's your house. Did you put some things in order? What's the plan? Because what are you going to say tomorrow if you haven't done anything? If you haven't done anything, but you're repeating the same thing, if you haven't changed it up, switched it up, if you haven't bore any fruit, what are you going to say tomorrow? And I'm not saying, yeah, keep trying, don't keep trying. Yeah, keep trying. Keep doing what you're supposed to do. But are you doing it? I remember when I learned, you know, when you write things down, you realize you haven't done as much as you thought you did. So I'm here to tell you that for most of us, tomorrow is coming. Put some things in place. Again, even from the smallest things. You know, for me, I love health and wellness. So every morning I drink water. I drink water before I go to bed. Yeah, sometimes I have to get up in the middle of the night, but it's necessary. You have to make changes as you get a little older. You have to balance out your activity and your food. You have to make wise decisions. You have to do better. You have to do better if you want better. You have to make those necessary changes. So if you want more, do more. If you want better, do better. If you want different, do something different. Period. But make the plan. Implement. Take action. If you know you're supposed to clean your basement, start and give yourself an end time or end date. That's my nugget. Tomorrow is coming for most of us. What are you going to do? If you were supposed to clean your garage, start or give yourself a start date and an end date. Plans have a start and a finish. Come on, y'all. We have to do it. If you were on a resolution and you've fallen off, start again. Give yourself an end date. And if you want to continue on, Give yourself another beginning. Come on. Sometimes our grace periods are lifted. Good morning, Gregory. Sometimes our deadlines are coming faster than we think. And sometimes after the grace period, penalties. So listen, you can avoid some of the penalties. You can avoid some of the penalties if you do what you're supposed to do. Come on. Sometimes your grace period is lifted. Sometimes you only have a window of opportunity. So what would you say to yourself 2 years ago? Okay, so take that information and get to work. Yes, Jeffrey, if you want better, do better. If you want more, do more. If you want different, do different. This is what's required. Because you can be thankful that tomorrow is coming for you. Tomorrow is coming for you. It's not only coming for you, it's coming for you. What will you do? We have to get off the merry-go-round. At some point, yeah, you can get back on. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's fun. But jump on off and do what you gotta do. Jump on off and implement some things. You have to find some maturity. You know, you have to grow up in your activity, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. We have to grow up. It's just required of us. What'd you say, Greg? The lives that we live are products of faith. So the smaller the faith, the smaller the blessing. Yes. And the love, not the bigger. Hold on. Oh, and love, not the bigger the faith. Yes, come on. The smaller the faith, the smaller the blessing. Come on. We can get that. I like that. Thank you for your comment. So, what's the plan? What do you believe in God for? What do you believe in yourself for? What do you believe that you can do? And then when you believe that, think about how God is. Huge, bigger, more than you can ever think, imagine. So get to work and use your wisdom in it. I was listening to a friend today. He was talking about wisdom. Yeah, with love. Wisdom generally is love. If it's, correct. So operate in loving yourself, your life. Love your life and you so much that you do something about it. That you actually live it. Love yourself and your life so much that you trust and believe in the impossible. Come on. Your tomorrow is coming. So for some of you, it's today. You made it. So drink your water, do your exercises, read your material, read your word, build yourself up, chase your dreams. Keep moving, keep going. Come on, y'all, you gotta get it because your tomorrow is coming. It's coming for you. Are you gonna be ready? Are you gonna be prepared? Don't be out of line. God is expecting some things from us. Don't be out of line. Think about it. At some point, you have to be accountable. At some point, you gotta do what you gotta do. Y'all know it's a part of the chess game. So listen, don't even think about the little girl and what you would tell her now. What about your adult friend? What would you say to her from last year? Where do you see yourself in 2 months? Where do you see yourself next year? Sit with these thoughts. Put some things down on paper. Make some things happen. We have greatness in us. Don't take that for granted, but take it for granted. All right, y'all, that's my nugget for today. Tomorrow is coming for most of us. What are you going to do? What's the plan? What are you going to change? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to stop going? What are you going to stop from happening? I promise you, when I learned about time management, if you write it down, you're not doing as much as you think. So clean your house. Clean your house. Get your basement done. Do your lawn. I don't know. Spring clean. We have great weather right now here in Buffalo. Take all of that stuff out of the cabinets. Clean it up. Sometimes you will see that helps your mental. Meditate on some good word. Meditate on the things that you need to happen. Get you some material. Do whatever you need to do to build you and to make your life what it's supposed to be. Meaningful, purposeful. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Again, it's chestnut checkers. Let's go. Let's go. Your grace period might be lifted. It happens to all of us. What are you going to do? If you were told that you have a deadline for tomorrow for whatever it is that you have been putting off, what would you do? Would you make your phone calls? Would you fill out the paperwork? Will you take the ride? Will you do what you have to do, period? Or do you continually want to say the same things? Come on, y'all, what's the plan? Are you going to continue to watch every other culture benefit from your pain, from your discomforts, from your problems? What you gonna do? What are we gonna do? Let's go. That's it, y'all. Be truthful to yourself. Be truthful to your goals, to your life. You gotta live it on purpose. Use your time wisely. It's short. Y'all see what's going on. You don't know what's gonna happen from day to day. But at least you can put some things in place. Drink your water, do your exercise, take your vitamins, eat clean, make some better choices, go for a run. Don't worry about that it's cold. You don't have to stay out there that long. Do a little something more. Get involved in a group, some community, do something. Give your money, give your time, make some changes. Don't just say 2020 is clear vision and you can see it. Go after it. Go after it. Take it by force. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's chestnut checkers. Make it a great day. Be truthful to yourself. Get off the sideline.